biggest story I've ever covered personally as a journalist. So welcome, Caspertng. How are you doing?
Now, growing up, who was more of a troublemaker? You or your brother? Like, who is more of the rascally one, shall we say? Would it be the younger brother or you?
Yeah, my brother was always like, you know, more of a troublemaker. I mean,
You said while all this was happening, you had offers from Def Jam, Sony Music. Speak about those meetings.
We went to Sony, and yeah, I think it was a couple of days before I got arrested. We were at Sony, me and my brother.
So leading up to you going to jail, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the part of the interview everybody wants to know about, and you've probably talked about it a few times now. But we'll get through it, and I'll be as respectful as possible. But this is what people want to hear about. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The day you guys get arrested, you were driving around in region, and you were, was it true, were you high on Xanax? Because Trappy said your house was shot up and that's why you were in region with your brother. So is that wrong or right?
It's not wrong or right.
Fair enough.
Only thing that I can say is that don't believe everything that comes out of the media or something shit like that.
Who was driving? Was it you? If I may ask that? How long was this chase in total in your head? Do you remember?
It was like probably in the moment, like forever. Yo, what the fuck's going on? We're on the sidewalk? No. Well, I'm trying to open the door, jump out. Start running. What?
Are you a fast runner?
Yeah. I used to be a fast runner. You know?
Were you the one to jump into the construction zone?
No.
That wasn't me? Were you?
Because I was in the car and then the officer was like, yo, bro, why'd you do this, bro? So he's like, yo, why'd you do this, bro? You're about to be rich, bro.
Yeah. Oh, so he knew you. The officer was.
Yeah. Like, obviously, the whole 51 Division, 14th Division, they know me, they know my brother and shit. They've been trying to just end my career forever, but hopefully they don't want to end my career no more. See, I'm a changed man shit.
All right. Welcome to Capital Culture. I'm your host, Christopher Wheeler, and today we have a very special guest. I usually say it's a very special guest, but today, to be honest, this is the biggest story I've ever covered personally as a journalist. So welcome, Caspertng. How are you doing?
Oh, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, brother. So we'll start off with a simple question. We'll get right into it. How does it feel to be home finally?
Feels good. You know, it's kind of overwhelming. But it's good though. You know.
So before we dive into it, I just want to check you on a fact. Did you actually buy your first CD from HMV, and it was a Chris Brown CD?
Yeah.
That's true. You found with Chris Breezy?
Yeah, Chris Breezy. He's hard. He's a legend.
Fair enough. All right, so I want to start at the beginning when there's a lot to cover, obviously, but I want to start at the beginning. Let's start at 2017. In My Blunt, Freeze, Harmonix Made a Hit, Burberry Closet are all out. They're all past way million views. What's going through your head as an artist at that point?
Like I said, it was overwhelming, and it was like I felt really good to know that people like listen to my music and stuff like that. Whatever, like from a lot of different places and stuff like that. Not just Toronto and stuff like that. So I felt I was like, yeah, this is crazy. Like I could do this rap shit for real, like, you know. But so, still just like in and out, like 1 foot out, 1 foot,
that's
you know,
what
in
I mean.
the streets, and at the same time I was doing the music stuff. So I couldn't never really be like, yeah, I was taking the music seriously, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. But at the same time, I'm still over here and that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%. So it was kind of like, man, the music's about to take off, but like to 100% like believe in it, you weren't sure about yourself at that point, even though you had all these songs.
It's not even that. I 100% believed in myself. Like, you can ask anybody that knows me. Like, I was always like, yeah, like, boom. Like, even when I'm doing what I'm doing or whatever, I was always like, yeah, like, I'm gonna boom, like, this music shit, I'm booming up. I'm gonna take this shit, like, all the way, you know? I'm gonna do this all the way. But at the same time, it was like, it's just hard to once you're just into something so deep, it's hard to just separate yourself, like at the snap of a finger, you know what I'm trying to say? Shit takes time and shit, so I was just like, alright, like, the only way that I'm gonna stop, you know what I'm saying, being in the street, stop gang banging, all that, is if that, like, music is how I'm gonna stop, you know what I'm trying to say? So it would be like, all right, I'm putting out music, it's doing good, it's making numbers, it's making money, whatever, on my ownership, but like it's not. I'm not there where I need to be. So how
you want more.
Stop,
you want
exactly.
more.
So how can I stop doing what I'm doing? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, Like I have my real life and then I have music. Like, you know
of course. Like it's a job in a sense when you really break it down and you really get ahead in your career. You realize like there's a stage person and you have your home life, and like separating those two must have been hard. Now all of these singles were out. They're getting loads and loads of views, all over 1 million views. You finally booked your first show at Stadium Nightclub. Can we talk about how hard that was and how hard 14 Division was harassing you and all of the rappers at that time?
Yeah, but that wasn't it. That wasn't even my first show. That was my second show. My first show I did in Ottawa.
Thriller brought you up, correct?
Thriller, yeah.
My boy,
Shout out
yeah.
Thriller. Yeah, that was my first show that I did. And then I did Toronto after that, like probably a couple weeks after that. But yeah, it's like at that time in Toronto, like it would be hard for me to do shows and stuff, like really anywhere, to be honest, because every time when we'll book a venue, it's like I'm from downtown, you know what I'm trying to say? So like most of the venues are downtown, all the promoting stuff. So the same police that deal with us every day and see us in the hood every day, all that stuff like that, they're the people that are policing that neighborhood. I mean, like they're policing like those events and all that stuff like that, right? So every time when we would get something booked for a show in the city or get booked in downtown or whatever, then they would contact the
I guess
contact the promoter and be like, these guys, gang members, there's gonna be a shooting there, don't do it, blah blah blah, like, you know. So
I feel
it was hard at that time. So finally being able to do it was just like crazy, because then it was, you know, it was just bare love. Like the lineup was down
around the corner,
down the street. I was like, what the fuck, people are here like that, you know. And the crowd was just like engaging, so crazy, and I was like, wow. You know?
Yeah. So like you're touring around Canada, you're making some money from shows. What's your day-to-day life outside of music? Is it like, okay, I went to work, I've performed at a show, and now I'm able to go home and live somewhat of a normal life? Are you going home and it's like street life fully kind of deal?
Yeah, but at the same time, when I was on tour or whatever, it was really like both of our, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out K Money, by the way. K Money, his song "Come Outside" was like the biggest song in the city at that point. You know what I'm trying to say? It was the biggest song in the city, like whatever. So basically, and DJ Charlie B.
Yes.
DJ Charlie B is the one that set up that tour with my bro and called it the Come Outside tour or whatever.
Okay.
So we called it the Come Outside tour, and it was just basically me and K Money and also RK, who's my cousin, who also was arrested with us in 2018 and shit.
So I saw your last in-person interview in Toronto. I believe it was We Love Hip Hop 2017. Now, there was a lot of drug use going on the table at that time. Now, that was 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Are you still struggling with drug addiction? I know you went to jail, but at that time, like, how hard were you into the drugs? The lean and whatnot?
Lean? Oh, I was drinking that every day. I'll wake up and drink that shit, but yeah, it was crazy. But no, I'm not. Honestly, haven't been doing none of that shit. Just been chilling, smoking weed.
Okay, so that's more so behind you. Is it going forward? Do you intend to be healthy and just work on your craft, or is that something that like you think about in the past and be like it helped you make a certain type of music?
Yeah, I don't really want to go backwards, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You just have to move forward and shit. You know, I feel like if I was to go back, you know, that direction, I'll just be moving backwards and shit. I just, you know, I can't be on drugs and trying to focus on, you know, building a business and building music and all that stuff like that. Like, you can't be on fucking drugs. You know what I'm trying to say? So
100%. Now, growing up, who was more of a troublemaker? You or your brother? Like, who is more of the rascally one, shall we say? Would it be the younger brother or you?
Yeah, my brother was always like, you know, more of a troublemaker than me. Like me, like I was always trying to play basketball and shit from a young age. But at the same time, like my brother would try to do like everything that I would do. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when I was playing basketball, he's playing basketball. I'm over here, he's over there and stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So by the time when it's like now I'm in the streets and shit, So then what I expect him to do now, he's in the streets and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but he was always like, you know, mischievous and shit, you know?
Now, at that time, you said the streets were appealing because of the money, the clothes you were getting. I believe you were talking about Dope Boy when you were talking about...
When did I say that?
2017 interview with We Love Hip Hop, you were referring to Dope Boy, and you were like, it's back.
We Love Hip... What?
Friday Ricky Dread?
Friday Ricky Dread?
Yeah. So there We Love...
Because, yo...
Because you were saying it's back.
Friday Ricky Dread is banned. I'm not doing no music, no interview with him. He wants to do an interview with me, but...
Yeah. What happened?
It's cancelled. Canceling Friday Ricky Dread.
Alright, we're canceling Friday Ricky Dread. I'm sorry, Friday.
I have to get a public apology.
Okay, what happened there?
Yeah, he didn't put me in Toronto's top 30.
That's good. His list was a little wrong. I would have put you. There was a lot off. I would have put you top 5 at least.
At least top 5, right?
Yeah, 100%.
At least.
Like, shout out to top 5, but.
Top 5, but yeah, I need a public apology for that. Because that's disrespect to the whole city of Toronto for that.
Yeah, because you've been putting in work. Like, I remember I was riding the 36A when I first moved to Toronto. Chief Keef stopped putting out drill music in 2012. He kind of relaxed, and I was like, man, I need some new drill or some new trap rap. And thank you, because I came to school here, and then I would be riding the bus to school, and I'd be listening to Burberry Claus, and Mama tell me why I get all this. I'd be dancing and skipping along. It's a great track. Now, you said while all this was happening, you had offers from Def Jam, Sony Music. Speak about those meetings when all of this is going on.
I never met with Def Jam.
Okay, I know, but was there not interest from them? I said.
Yeah, there was, but it wasn't for me. It was for RK.
Okay, RK.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was for RK, and then through RK, then they were interested in me and my brother at that point. You know what I'm saying?
And then off what track from RK? Wannabe, because that's my favorite. That's fucking hard, yo.
RK, you know.
100%. Now, what were the numbers looking like at those deals? Were they enough for you to be like, okay, this is enough to stay out of the street?
Clearly not, because you know, I was in where was I? Went to Universal. No, it wasn't Universal. We went to Sony, and yeah, I think it was a couple days before I got arrested. We were at Sony, me and my brother.
So
I know. What happened? We were at Sony. Yeah, we were at Sony on Friday.
Yeah. You said this before.
Yeah,
so
on Friday. I got arrested on Monday.
Okay.
Went to jail on Monday, but I talked to.
What was that call on Friday like?
What do you mean?
Like you were on the phone with.
No, I was there.
Oh, what was that meeting on Friday like? What happened in it?
Oh, it was good. It was just.
They believed in you. What did they say? Can you share a little bit with your fans?
Not really. Honestly, I don't really want to speak because I don't have a deal with Sony, so there's not really a point of me talking on a deal that could have been a deal with Sony. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Sony. I don't have nothing against Sony.
Yeah. Of course. Now, leading up to you going to jail, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the part of the interview everybody wants to know about, and you've probably talked about it a few times now. But we'll get through it, and I'll be as respectful as possible. But this is what people want to hear about. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The day you guys get arrested, you were driving around in region, and you were. Was it true? Were you high on Xanax before while this was happening?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, were the reason you were driving around that day just was it because the day prior your house was targeted in an attack? No, that's not true.
No, there's no police reports to ever say that. That happened on May 28th, by the way.
I know, yeah.
The shooting in Regent Park happened on May 28th.
Okay.
And then my house was never shot on May 27th. It was a shot on May 26th.
So Trap Heat was wrong. Because Trap Heat said your house was shot up and that's why you were in region with your brother. So is that wrong or right?
It's not wrong or right.
Fair enough. I got the hint. I'll move along. Can you walk me through, in your own words, those 24 hours?
Which 24 hours?
The 24 hours leading up to your arrest.
Fuck, I was just chilling. I was supposed to go to a pool party. and then I didn't end up going to a pool party. And then I just ended up in jail. I mean, like,
It's hard to talk about. I understand. I know. I just have to ask as a journalist. I know it's uncomfortable for me to ask you, but the fans are gonna get at me if I don't ask these questions. So
nah, for sure, I understand. But it's just like, yo, like, honestly, everybody knows what the fuck happened. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
but not out of your mouth.
yeah, exactly. But honestly, you just only thing that I can say is that don't believe everything that comes out of the media or something shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Can I ask a more lighthearted question? Who was driving? Was it you? If I may ask that?
It's on Google.
Well, for the sake of the interview, was it you, K Money, or RK?
No, it was neither one of us.
Okay.
There was 4 of us. It wasn't us.
Okay, fair enough. All right. I thought there was only 3 people in the car. That's why.
I don't need that. No, it's just that us 3 we rap, you know, so people knew us.
Okay.
The other person, they don't know. I don't want to say who that is.
I understand. How long was this chase in total in your head? Do you remember?
It was like probably like, fuck, in the moment, it felt like forever. So I don't really remember stuff. Probably up to, but like, I would say maybe 3 minutes.
Okay, but a long 3 minutes.
Well, that was the longest 3 minutes of my whole entire life.
Now, okay, hold on here. I've lost my spot. This is right here. So while this car chase is happening, are you guys talking to each other about a plan of exit? Like, or is it just silence in the car? Like what's happening?
Now, truthfully, in the moment when they try to box us in, I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But they try to box us in, and then as soon as it was just like we see the police coming, and I was just like, fuck. But I'm just like, nah, like, they're not stopping us. Like, no.
Whose idea was it to take the sidewalk as a getaway? That was pretty smart, I guess, if you play GTA.
Nah, because we were thinking like, if you endanger the public, then they have to stop chasing.
Okay.
So we weren't intentionally trying to hurt anybody or nothing like that. Like, thank God that we didn't apologize to the public. You know what I'm saying? The people that were there that were traumatized by the event and stuff like that. Like, you know, like when I was going through prelim and stuff.
Yeah.
They had like a list of, not a list, like a whole line of witnesses
that were traumatized.
Yeah, whole line of witnesses, and they were saying what they saw, what they seen, what they heard, this, that. Okay, what happened? How many shots did they hear? Blah, blah, blah. How did it make them feel? They were scared. They were running out. I was just like, fuck. Some of the people, they're telling complete bullshit stories. So I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't feel no sympathy for you. But then there's other people that I'm just like, oh fuck. I kind of feel sad for you, you know?
No,
so therefore, but honestly, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? To the public and shit. You know, city of Toronto.
So another question. Who was the last one out of the car? I know you've seen the video.
I don't really remember.
Okay, what?
While the car was driving, I was trying to open the door. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna jump out, do like some fucking Mission Impossible style, rolling on the floor and shit. That's what I was trying to do. But I guess there was a child lock.
Oh, okay.
Because we're doing a whole bunch of
crazy shit. I'm
like, yo, what the fuck's going on? We're on the sidewalk? No. Boom, I'm trying to open the door, jump out. Start running. But
are you a fast runner?
Yeah. I used to be a fast runner.
At the time in 28, if you had Madden stats?
I used to be fast runner and I used to play basketball, but other than that.
In 2018, what was your overall attribute in speed? Would you say 70, 80? How fast are you?
I wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, clearly. Now, you're hit with 97 charges. What's the first meeting like with your lawyer? And who was your lawyer, if you don't mind speaking on that?
My first... What was the first?
So you were hit with 97 charges.
Oh, what was the first meeting like?
Yeah, what was the first meeting like with your lawyer?
No, I didn't have 97 charges. That's what I said. Don't believe everything.
Okay, so this is why we're here to clear it up.
Don't believe everything that you hear in the media, or on the news. They're just trying to make it seem like fucking bigger than it is. Like, they were saying, they ran over. And when I first got arrested, I was in jail in Toronto, so I was watching myself on the news. And they're saying a bunch of shit that's not even facts. They're saying, oh, we fucking ran over a police officer, or we tried to hit a police officer. Boom, we like a whole bunch of craziness. I'm just like,
so when the arrest goes down,
yeah, I didn't have 97 charges.
You did.
What I'm saying. I did not have 97 charges.
Okay.
None of us had 97 charges. The charges were broken down. I had about 21 charges.
Okay.
K-Money had 22 charges.
Okay.
RK had, I think, 14, something like that. And I don't know what, like.
Fair enough.
Something like that. And then, so it got broken down like that. So they just counted up all like that, 20, 14, this, that, and there were like 97 charges, but it's between all four of us, we didn't all have 97 charges, you know?
Were you the one to jump into the construction zone?
No.
That wasn't me? Now, when you got arrested, there was some rumors, is it true that your brother told the cops that he had a single coming out that night?
No, that was me.
That was you, okay.
No, I didn't say I had a single coming out that night.
Okay.
Because I was in the car, and then the officer was like, yo, bro, why'd you do this, bro? So he's like, yo, why'd you do this, bro? You're about to be rich, bro.
Yeah. So he knew you. The officer was...
Yeah. Like, obviously, the whole 51 Division, 14 Division, they know me, they know my brother and shit. They've been trying to just end my career forever, but hopefully they don't want to end my career no more. See, I'm a changed man shit. But they, what was I saying again? Why was I bring up 50?
You're saying that you're a changed man, and hopefully they don't want to fuck with you anymore.
Why did I bring up 51 Division in the first place?
Because when they
the guy knew me.
The guy knew
he knew me. He was like, yo, bro, why'd you do this shit?
Yeah.
Yo, you were about to be rich and famous, man. And I was just like, yeah, you want to help me out? Fucking called Toronto Star, called Toronto Sun.
Okay.
Yo, Caspertng we just got caught for this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, honestly, I'm just the type of person that if life gives you lemons, you just gotta make lemonade. So in the back of that police car, I was like, this is lemons. Because this is sour as fuck right now. I'm Masha. This is crap. I'm done. So I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do? I have this song that I was supposed to release. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I was like, yeah, fuck this. Yo, tell Toronto Star. You know?